What happens if an officer gives an order that all the enlisted know will get somebody injured? Found out during a live fire training exercise at Fort Campbell when our new lieutenant nearly got half our platoon killed. Lieutenant Parker had been with us exactly 2 weeks, fresh out of West Point, eager to prove himself but zero field experience. The kind of officer who studies tactics in textbooks but has never seen how things actually work in the dirt. We were running a complex drill involving movement under fire, real bullets flying overhead while we crawled through an obstacle course. Dangerous enough when everything goes according to plan. The weather had been terrible all week. Rain turned the training area into a swamp. The course was supposed to be dry sand and packed dirt. Instead, we had ankle-deep mud and standing water everywhere. Every NCO in the company tried talking to Parker. Sergeant Davis, who'd run this exercise 50 times, pulled him aside before we started. "Sir, these conditions are unsafe. The mud's too deep. Guys will get stuck under fire. We should postpone until tomorrow." Staff Sergeant Wilson backed him up. "Lieutenant, I've seen soldiers drown in less water than this. The drainage system can't handle this much rain." Parker wouldn't hear it. "We're soldiers, not Boy Scouts. A little mud never hurt anyone. The training schedule says today, so we go today." He was convinced we were testing his authority. That experienced NCOs were trying to undermine his leadership. Classic new officer mistake. We lined up at the starting position. 30 soldiers about to crawl 200 meters through water and mud while machine guns fired live rounds 2 feet over our heads. The first guy made it maybe 10 meters before he got stuck. Mud sucked his boots clean off. He's trying to crawl forward but sinking deeper with every movement. Machine gun fire is crackling overhead. Can't stand up without getting shot. Can't move forward without drowning. Just stuck there in the kill zone. Second soldier has the same problem. Then the third. Within minutes, half our platoon is trapped in what's basically quicksand with bullets flying overhead. That's when Private Miller started panicking. Kid from Ohio, couldn't swim, terrified of deep water. He's thrashing around, going under, swallowing mud. Miller's drowning right there in front of us. Sergeant Davis makes a split-second decision. Stands up in the middle of live fire, runs out to grab Miller. The range safety officer hits the emergency stop. All firing ceases immediately. Davis pulls Miller to safety, both of them covered head to toe in black mud. Miller's coughing up water, shaking, completely traumatized. Could have died right there in 6 inches of muddy water. Parker is furious. "Why did you stop the exercise? We were making progress." That's when the battalion commander showed up. Colonel Harrison had been watching from the observation tower. Saw the whole disaster unfold. His face was stone cold as he approached our position. "Lieutenant Parker," he said quietly, "what exactly is your assessment of this situation?" Parker tried to salvage his authority. "Sir, the men completed the obstacle successfully. Minor equipment issues, but nothing serious." The colonel walked over to where Miller was still coughing up mud, looked at the other soldiers still stuck waist deep in the swamp, then back at Parker. "Son, you just ordered 30 soldiers into a drowning hazard while live ammunition flew overhead. That's not training. That's criminal negligence." Parker's face went white. "Sir, I was following the training schedule. Weather conditions were within acceptable parameters according to the manual." The colonel held up his hand. "Lieutenant, you're relieved of command effective immediately. Report to my office at 1400 hours for formal counseling." He turned to Sergeant Davis. "Sergeant, extract your men safely and secure all equipment. You're in charge until I assign a replacement." Parker tried to argue. "Sir, I respectfully request an opportunity to complete the mission. This was a minor setback, not a failed exercise." Colonel Harrison's voice dropped to a whisper. "Son, you nearly killed Private Miller because you were too proud to listen to experienced NCOs. That's not leadership. That's ego." Parker got transferred to a desk job within 48 hours. Never led troops again. The official report cited poor judgment and failure to prioritize soldier safety over training objectives. Sergeant Davis got promoted to staff sergeant for his quick thinking. Miller recovered fully but requested transfer to a support unit. Couldn't handle combat training after that. The training exercise got completely redesigned. New safety protocols require NCO approval for weather-related modifications. No more blind adherence to schedules when conditions turn dangerous. 6 months later, I ran into Parker at the PX. He was wearing civilian clothes, working as a contractor doing inventory management. Asked how things were going. "Learned a valuable lesson about listening to people with experience," he said. "Too bad it took almost drowning someone to figure that out." The obstacle course still has a memorial plaque near the starting line, dedicated to the importance of putting soldier safety above mission objectives. Everyone calls it Miller's mud hole now.